Now, in wake of the stalemate between the Israeli forces and the Hamas terror group, Biden has now made a sensational claim saying that he's unsure whether Netanyahu is deliberately not going ahead with that ceasefire deal between the Israeli forces and the Hamas group. And he says that he's unsure whether Netanyahu has been deliberately delaying the peace deal to sway the outcome of the 2024 US presidential election.
No administration has helped Israel more than I have. None. And I think Bibi should remember that. And whether he's trying to influence the election or not, I don't know, but I'm not counting on that. Look, our teams are in contact 12 hours a day. They're constantly in contact. I've already had my presidential daily brief. We've already had interface between our military, the diplomats. It's in constant contact. They are trying to figure out, and it's high holidays as well. They're not going to make a decision immediately. And so we're going to wait to see when they want to talk. I don't know whether it will be peaceful. The things that Trump has said and the things that he said last time out when he didn't like the outcome of the election were very dangerous.
In fact, remarks coming in from former president and Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, who says that he would want the Israeli forces to go ahead with their attack on nuclear sites in Iran. In fact, this days after Biden urged restraint on part of the Israeli forces, Donald Trump says that the Israeli forces must go ahead in their attack on nuclear power plants in Iran.
287 big missiles, ballistic missiles, were shot into Israel. Every single one of them was taken down. Well, why shouldn't we have that? And it's all going to be made in the United States. You know, it was our technology. It's all going to be made in the U.S., and a lot of it's going to be made in a place called North Carolina, if you don't mind, okay? But I think I just learned the secret to winning absolutely and by massive margins. I'm going to promise to you, as I said at the beginning, that we're going to change the name back to Fort Bragg, because I think when that word gets out, I just see this great-looking soldier just accidentally said Fort Liberty, and he got almost booed the hell out of the place. That was not good. I mean, it's the biggest risk we have. Nuclear weapons, the power of nuclear weapons, the power of weaponry. You know, I rebuilt the entire military, jets, everything. I built it, including nuclear, and I hated to build the nuclear, but I got to know firsthand the power of that stuff, and I'll tell you what, we have to be totally prepared. We have to be absolutely prepared.
Meanwhile, thousands of demonstrators in Yemen took to streets in the capital city to commemorate the death of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah, who was eliminated by the Israeli forces.
Thousands of Yemeni demonstrators took to the streets of the capital, Sana'a, to commemorate the death of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. The protesters also expressed their continued solidarity with Palestinians in the Gaza Strip as the Israel-Hamas war is nearing its one-year mark. The demonstrators carried Yemeni and Palestinian flags along with the flags of the Hezbollah terror group.
اليوم الشعب اليمني يسير في خطى المقاومة. اليوم الشعب اليمني بجيشه وقواته المسلحة لا يمكن على الإطلاق بأن يتخلى عن دم السيد حسن نصر الله. اليوم اليمن تعاهد وتؤكد من جديد بأنها ستلقن هذا العدو دروسا لا يمكن بأن ينساها. اليوم اليمن الجمهورية اليمنية ستؤدب وستأخذ بالثار، ولا يمكن على الإطلاق بأن نظل مكتوفي الأيدي ساكتين.
خرجنا اليوم لنعزي أنفسنا باستشهاد القائد السيد حسن نصر الله، وخرجنا اليوم لنؤكد أننا ماشون على مضاه وعلى طريقه، ولنقول للكيان الصهيوني أن سنكون لكم بالمرصاد.
Along with Lebanon and Syria, Yemen also continues to remain tense. In the latest, the US military has struck a number of Houthi targets in Yemen, including base camps and weapon systems. The strikes come after Iran-affiliated Houthis shot down a US military drone flying over Yemen. Since October last year, Houthis have targeted more than 80 merchant vessels with missiles and drones in support of Hamas in its war against the Israeli Defense Forces.